guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I've let the game run a little bit, just so that we can kind of get through the winter and these things move a little bit on. We're still not quite there yet, but I'll show you what the progress has been. In the first instance, we finished off the courthouse over here and it's currently running, but I've noticed that this area has got no heating. So we're in the process of adding an extra heat exchanger directly from here, from the heating plant over here to this area to kind of cover this side. It was kind of done in an effort to make sure we're not overloading this one as well, because this one will still serve a lot of new stuff on this side also. Though we do need to be careful that we don't put too many heat exchangers on the heating system. But if we do need another one, we will build another one. I think we've got room to potentially do something, another one somewhere over here and get direct access from the coal. Though we need to be a little bit cautious about that. So construction is underway over here. It is quite slow at the moment due to the various things that is currently being built. And as you can see, we're struggling with even paths over here. This is working at the moment and we don't have any crimes here just yet. I see the secret police is up and running as well. And we're trying to maybe get this piece done. So let's high priority that a little bit so we can get our last pieces delivered so that we can actually kind of use this area. We will need to buy a few vehicles. Our money is reasonable, but it's not super great, but it's reasonable. And we can actually now pay off our loan, but I'd rather have a little bit of money available. So let's grab a couple of these guys. I like the T603s for these. So let's get a couple of them. We'll just buy the two for now. And they can go about doing their business, doing the secret police stuff that they like doing. So there they go, trying to check out loyalty. I do like how we've kind of shaped this area here. It kind of makes a lot of sense. And we might put another path or two in here. But for the time being, it's kind of working. I'd love to get this side built and we'll do a little bit more in terms of trees and things. Maybe this area can work with some trees and stuff. Maybe we build another building. But I think actually for now, it looks pretty good to actually have a little bit of open space and park in the area as well. So we'll keep that. I think maybe we'll fill up on this side, but we'll keep the parks and things on that side. I'm also kind of keen at some point, maybe we build some houses or smaller apartment buildings all along the coast. I think that's something that would be pretty cool also. Now, let's see the progress with coal. If we come up over here, we have finished the coal processing plant. Obviously, no one's working here and we're still missing variety of services and no power just yet. We finished the coal ore store, which I've named. We are still underway with the mine, but it's progressing reasonably well. 75% is not too far. We should be able to finish it off fairly soon, I would expect. So that's some of the things that we're going to try and aim for. We're still working on over here on the rail. Once we've got this section finished up, it was a pretty big challenge to get all of this built. So this is underway at the moment. And maybe we should high prioritize that so that we can finish off the rail. So maybe that is one of the things that we should be doing. Let's see about assigning construction to this. So that seems to be working, actually. And then we'll try and assign that. So what we need to do is get a path going. So what I'll do is I will grab, we're only really going for over there. So maybe something like that is a reasonable little path. So we'll get that path moving. And I would like to fairly reasonably prioritize that as well. Oh, what we'll also need to do is we'll need a path from over here or from over there so that we can actually get the rest of this built. Okay, so let's get that built first, then we'll get the other path in here. Because I would love to finish off the rail and potentially actually, let's just see. Okay, let's get this guy. Well, so see, nothing would be assigned right now. Let's make sure we assign it to come and do the other section here. I think we can leave that section for later. If we get this piece in, I think, we're missing. Oh, no, we're not missing that. That's fine. We can then start looking at electrifying it. So I think electrifying it is a good point. But in terms of electrification, we then also need a depot. Because if this area is electrified and the other area is not, the other depot will not be accessible via electrification. And I don't think an end station is what I'm necessarily after, but in reality, an end station would be pretty good. But where do we squeeze it in? Something like this could work as an end station, I think. It could, yeah, I think something like this could work as an end station. So let's try, if we put an end station in there, and in the reality, an end station, yeah, would be good for can we not make that work? It would be an end station would be good for our passenger stuff, but not so much so for. Well, I don't think it does the depot piece. Can we? Yeah, that'll work. So let's link those two up. That's fine. And then similarly, I think we would need to link this up over here. And I would love to make it kind of work. So if we say, let's not do F4, right? If we just do this, can we bring it in even a little bit closer? We can. We can. This is, oh, hang on. Oh, yeah. That's fine. I think that's fine. If we do this and then we tie that in, yeah, I like that. And then what we'll do is we will put the F4 back on, and we'll let's just do something that works there and go there. Perfect. There we go. So I think that's fine. We'll make a start on that also. I will need to build a road over here. Something like that, I think, is probably okay. So let's make a start on that road. Let's get the construction crews in here to build the road, and we'll also need to do the rail through here. Now, the other thing that we probably need to do, which is what I actually started off by wanting to do here, is find an actual depot. So a long train depot, maybe something over here is a reasonable spot for a depot, because we can then also tie it in like so. Yeah, I think that's okay. Then we can do both directions, really. Okay, so I think let's do a rail depot in that location. I think that makes a lot of sense. And what we'll do is we'll try and tie it in a kind of a reasonable way like this. So let's see if we switch off the snapping. Can we're not actually able to, but we can potentially do the ones a little bit further away. So if we do that, right, with that, and then if we do the snapping piece, there we go. So if we do that, I think that's okay. And we'll tie the other side in a little bit later. I think this is just for now to get in and out at the same kind of spot that this all is happening, right? So we don't have to do too much. There's a lot of stuff. So potentially if we wanted to tie this one in here, it'll get pretty busy through this little section. Though this is not the main line, so I shouldn't be too worried about using it in this way. Just want to see if we do this side, we potentially want to do something like this. So let's just give it tie it off like so, and then tie it in there. Don't do that. I want to do the same side actually. Let's go back all the way over there. We'll do that and tie it in over there. Perfect. And then we'll switch the snapping back on. So yes, when you're laying the rails, it's fairly good to switch between snapping on and snapping off all the time. So we'll do that. That will kind of give us the depot area here. We'll have to start construction on that as well. So we'll do something like that. We'll get moving and we'll assign the crews for construction over here. There we go. Everything underway. Hopefully we can finish this off. I would love to start electrification of this area. Construction is underway over here. This is moving slowly. This is built. 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 This one is still going, but is moving slowly. We're just needing workers. This is also still underway. This is built. So then the next piece of the puzzle is to start working on this side. So let's see, how are we going to do this? If I grab a bit of a road, maybe one of these, yeah, I like that. So what we'll do is I will do this, and then once we've got that, we'll tie these two in. So we'll just make it a service road there. Let's get that assigned to get that service road moving so we can tie these ones in. We'll also need to get this side moving. So let's grab this, get that in place, get this in place. I think I'll go ahead and tie in all of these as well. And then the plan would be that we would try and come off of here directly. A research program has been done, so we'll have a look at that. Yeah, that's a reasonable, right? Yeah, that's a reasonable one. So let's do that, and we'll get this assigned as well. So let's get some serious road construction underway over here just to finish off these bits and pieces. Now, I think what's going on over here, so we're still working on this. I think our heating is now up and running, right? Yes, heating is up and running. So now this should be heated and nice and working. This should be heated, or I think this was heated as well in the past. Let's just see, is all of this accessible? Yes, it is. So we have an area to pick that up. So that's working quite nicely. This can slowly make its way through. I think we're still waiting on a bunch of pieces that needs to be done over here. So we'll have to be patient. Has this been built? We're really close to finishing this off. I've paused the construction over here so we can just finish off this one. We're waiting on 3 more tons of steel. And then this area will be built, and we'll have access to, we'll start to get access to this area to be able to put some workers into the mines, because I think that's really what we're aiming for, is to try and get all of these things in place so that we can start working the mine. At the moment, there's still a lot of work. This is not too far, so that's almost done. How far is this? We need a little bit more steel over here. That one is done. This one is still not done. So if we go underground for a minute, so we're missing here. This is underway, right? Missing like 9 work days. So hopefully that'll be finished soon. All the way over there, we're missing this section. Waiting on some more prefabs here and some more work days. So there's still a bit more to do on this side. Over here, almost done. Just a few more work days. Same, a few more work days. Just a lot of workers is that what we're needing at the moment. And I'm kind of wondering, I've got a bit of a thought here. Maybe our money is in a reasonable position. Maybe what I can do as just a bit of an interim measure, give me a construction office, a free one, right? I'm just going to pop it in there, right? I'm going to grab a couple of buses because that's really the only thing we can do. Something fairly cheap. Yeah, these ones. Let's just do that. 2, 3, 4 buses there. And what we'll do is we'll say you're going to come over here and pick up workers in this area. And then what I'll do is I'll just go randomly assign you to everything that's missing workers, right? So there, this one. So just go and bring us some workers to some of these things, right? Really, right? This one, is that one done? We'll assign some workers over here, some workers over there, just so that we can see about moving these things along. Even this guy. So that's good. Oh, this thing is done. I'm just not sure about that. Can we? Oh, this cannot be built as is. I was just thinking about that actually. So let's see if we were to, and obviously I want the area to kind of function properly, right? So if we do something like that, can we do this? No, we cannot. So if we just do something like that, right? To allow you to get back to the road. Let's clear that out. Let's try it again. So we do something like this, and we'll get it signed in like that. So let's do that. We'll sign that. And can we get this assigned for workers pretty quickly so that we can get all of this moving? Do that as a bit of a high priority for me. So those sections are done. This section is finishing off right now. I wouldn't mind actually getting these things built. Is that under construction? That is under construction through the station, is it? Let's high priority that. And let's see about, we're going to need some workers to come out through here. So let's quickly see about what our path here would look like. We will be doing, okay, let's start it off on this side. So go underneath there, get it in there, get it in there, and let's make a start on that, please, as a bit of a high priority as well. I'm less worried about that side. We just need this side done as high priority. Excellent. Train is waiting too long. I think it's the same old story. Just taking a long time to happen where it's at. This will be finished soon, and we can tie in the rest of it. I'm kind of tempted that we do another fire station in this area, but I think this one is not going all the way to the mine. So yes, another fire station over here would be useful, though we won't have any heating. So let's see, how far can we get a fire station and get heating? So we'll need to do a bit of a fire station, and potentially in the long run, this area could also have, so we could not get a fire station there. I was thinking maybe we can get I don't want to use this area because we're going to run a lot of stuff through here. If anything, I want to do it kind of on this side and even maybe in here. But it might be a little bit big. How many vehicles does it take? 8 vehicles. Now, I think that's fine. I think we're just going to do the small one. The small one over here is going to be just fine. And I think a spot over here is good because we'll get workers here, no problem. We will need to have a look at whether we can heat it, but I'm thinking I'm going to have the fire station without the heating over here for at least the initial time being. So let's do the fire station over here. I need some additional fuel stations as well, so we should probably start constructing that also. So let's do this one over here. Might make it a little bit closer. Something like that will be fine. Let's get this assigned for construction. I think this will get a vehicle. Yeah, this will get a vehicle, so that's fine. Now, we need some fuel stations, and I'm thinking let's have a look at our modded fuel stations. Fuel station. Gas station. Yeah, there we go, gas station. So I like these guys, so let's assign all of them as some of my favorites. What is that? That's a farm gas station. We'll do that as well, just so that we can potentially do some small ones. Biogas production. Got all kinds of fancy mods in here, but I'm not necessarily going to use them. We've dropped a little bit because we've purchased a lot of vehicles. Unemployment is too high. It must be this building. This building must have opened up, right? Yeah, so now we've got unemployment running in this area. Okay. That is absolutely fine. Let's just see. It's getting everything it needs. It's getting that connection there. We'll have to have a look. Yeah, so people are just basically without jobs, but that's okay for now. I don't worry about that too much just yet because they're going to come and work the mine as soon as we're able to get that moving. I did assign that. Now, fuel station. I'm thinking over here will be a good spot for a fuel station. So let us start building one over here, fuel stations, over there. So let's do something slightly larger, like a 4-bay, at least one way. 4-bay, one way. Something like this is kind of what I was thinking might be a good fuel station option. I don't want to put it on that side, though this will be one way anyway. So, yeah, let's do it on that side because that side will be less useful to other things. Hang on. One way from that side, one way this way. Yeah, so anyway, so something like that could work, but we just need to make sure, actually, if we get it closer on this side, we're going to be easier with power. Anyway, we will run power all the way over here as well, I think. From there. Yeah, maybe over here is better. So maybe actually, let's not go. I do like the large one-way operations ones, right? Alternatively, we've got this guy. Well, all of this will need to be powered. So maybe this is the one for us, right? We'll pop it in there. So let's do that. Make use of this area and just get it in there. I wanted it to be a little bit closer there, but it's okay. So that will work. Now this is built so we can start looking at how we're going to power this, and then we need to start looking at how we're going to just missing workers here, are we? Workers. Just bring the workers. That's kind of the plan. Just bring the workers. Yeah, we just need to finish off all of these things. So many things happening. Okay, now bringing in power. Let's have a look. So we would like to have... we can power all of this with just a single one. Maybe we actually... No. Maybe we should place it here. So we do want... No, that water pump's not going to get anything, really. So let's do this. We'll get it over here. That should give us all of this stuff power. We'll make it this way around. Not going to give that side power, so we will need to split it. But we're going to need to split it anyway because I think this is going to get a lot. So let's do that one there, and that'll be one of our first ones. We will want to make a start on that. We'll put that in there and we'll assign a bit of construction to this. Thank you. Thank you very much. Has this been high priorities? It has been high prioritied. We are waiting on prefabs here though as well. The train is done. So let's have a look at electrification quickly because actually we need to do a few more sections of rail as well. So grab the train. And let's just assign a few more sections to construction. So please do that. Please do that. Please do this. Please do that. Please do this and please do that. So let's get those sections moving. And then we can do electrification. So there's a lot of rail construction still needing there. Then we'll need to do electrification. We're still a while off. Actually, this is done. Okay. So this is done. It's not got any of the other services it needs. This is done. This is done. This is done. Okay, so we can, but what we need to do is get started on this side as well. So let's grab these guys. Okay, this is a bit of a priority for us. So let's get them in place there and let's priority it up here. So that we can make a start on this. This one I can continue construction and we can assign all of our construction workers to that as well. How's this going? High priority but not assigned to anything. That's unfortunate. Can we please assign it so we can make it work? This should be starting. Oh, I think all of this is done. Okay, beautiful. Let's have a quick look. If we go underground quickly, are we done? Oh, these two are missing some workers, right? And we haven't actually assigned our new team to it. So let's get our new team onto it. All of these buses, they're still hanging around doing almost nothing. So let's get them assigned to. It doesn't want to. And then over there, anything else that needs workers and not much else? I'll just get that going. We'll actually we can also assign over there. So get the substations and everything going. Now let's get. So we've got power moving. Oh, actually, we also need a bit of an underground. I'm going to do underground because this is already too messy. Okay, so we'll take it from over here. We go underground. Oh, it's saying that it doesn't want to do it. So if we go down one. and we then tie it in like so, we can make a start on that, please. And I would love to assign that to some construction straight away. Let's go above ground again. Okay, now let's have a look at what we need to do for. So I think our utilities can all go into this area. So if we wanted to do something like this, or let's try the other one, the tried and tested one. Yeah, so I'm thinking something over here that will pick up on all of these items that's currently in play apart from that side right over there. So we'll do this one. Yeah, that's going to be just fine. So we'll do that one there. We will need to assign a little bit of a path to it though, and I'm wondering if there we go. So that we should be able to start the construction process on this as well. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to go assign construction officers to this one and just assign this guy to it altogether, right? So that we can start moving around a little bit. And now we can start construction. Okay, there we go. So there we go. So that's in place. So we'll get all of this assigned for construction. Okay, good stuff. Now, what we need as well, we need the water, right? Let's get the water. I know where the unemployment problem is. Now, let's get the water. We need our water stuff over here as well. So I think this area is going to be just fine. So we'll do that. Tie in the little path over here. Get it assigned for construction. And now let's get the pipe going. Pipe should be fine. Give me the big guy. Go underground, just see where we're at. Okay, let's get this a bit tighter like so and try and keep our items a little bit like this. Okay, and we need to do this one as well. Let's just go with the big one. Just make sure we've got the big one. Yeah, it's not the big one. I wonder if that'll work. It will. Let's do that. That looks nice and neat. So let's assign all of those and let's get some construction crews working on them ASAP. Whatever you can do here is going to be fine. So let's get moving on those. We should be built with these. Yeah, they are done. So now we should have water ready to go in this area. We do, and it's high quality water. I think it's not actually telling us what the pressure is, but the pressure should be fine. And then we'll be able to water all of this. Let's see what's going on with our rail construction. Slowly happening. Slowly getting all of this done. These are done. Let's get moving on construction here, construction here, construction here, construction over there. We need to, this is still underway, so finish that off. We need to assign construction crews there, and there. So we need to start working on all of that. I'm happy to see that even though we're spending a bit of money and we're constructing at quite a reasonable pace here, we're actually making some good progress, and our money is holding stable, which is all you want, right? You just want it to hold stable for the most part, so it's easy enough to continue expanding. I think that's the thing. And so at the moment, it's looking really good from that perspective. We're doing high levels of steel production, mechanical components. So we are getting everything exported the way we should. And I think everything is in a reasonable position. Happiness and health is holding. Unemployment is holding. We've reduced that unemployment number overall quite significantly due to the fact that we're doing so much construction. If we look at this area here, we've got a lot of degree-educated people that are obviously coming in from other sides as well. We do need a university in this location, but generally quite happy. And I think we're holding on in terms of providing services to everybody, and there's school capacity and kindergarten capacity, and even over here there's capacity. So these guys should be reasonably happy. They'll be able to access everything they need on this side, and they can even go to this bus station over here as well. So it's one of the things that we can think of. But what I'm thinking we need to maybe start doing as well in this area is just having a look at tying in our pathways over here. So I would like to just run a pathway straight through there, right? I think I like the idea of doing that. Let's get underway with that. So we'll get the road construction crews to start building those two pathways so that we can then tie this in here so that we can get some workers into this location. But we're just not quite there yet. We still need a bit of work in a number of different locations. So let's see, this has been done. Slowly we're getting things moving. We need some bridges being built over here. I do wonder if this is assignable. Let's just quickly have a look. Can we assign that? No construction officers have a path to this one. I am a little worried that we're going to have to make a payment for that, do the auto build on that one, just because I don't think it's going to necessarily work. Let's assign this for some construction. All of this is underway. I'm happy to see all of that is moving. So we should be able to set this into operation fairly soon. Okay, fairly soon. Okay, so how are we doing? I would love to get all of this running, but obviously coal is going to be a slow process. I would just love to see us starting to get coal in here. And we could, as soon as these are built, we could via bus get coal to running, but I'm not sure if it's really that useful to us straight away. It might be much better to just wait until we can get the trains in place, because we'll buy I think initially we'll just buy one kind of passenger train. If we go over here, just have a quick look at what we might be looking at. So if we were to say here, like buy a passenger, no, not a passenger wagon, a train set, right? We could buy a diesel train set, but unfortunately it's so far away. I don't want to do another diesel station in that area. And it's quite expensive. I'd rather do something like this, which is a reasonable number. We could even buy two of them, run back and forth, right? So I'm thinking something like this guy is going to be very useful for us to run that area. So that's kind of what I'm planning. And that's why electrifying that section early is going to be important. Where is our track builder? Should be, these sections should all be under construction. We're just waiting for the track builder to get here, which takes a while, right? There's a lot of stuff that's underway, waiting to get stuff done, little bits and pieces that needing to get done. But I think we're doing well, considering our money is constantly stable, right? We're around that 400,000 mark, and that's just staying there. If we look at our loan, we're almost through it, right? We're almost through it. We could maybe drop an extra 100 to reduce the interest payment that we're making. But that will get us a little bit further away from actually getting the train set. But I don't think we're that close yet. Maybe let's do an extra 100,000. We've done one before. Let's do that. Let's return 100,000. See if that does anything. So that's still a very healthy number there. Plus, if we look at our loan now, it's like another 100 and we're done. So if we get up to 400 again, maybe that's the time when we fully close it out, and that gives us a lot more money. Well, it just gives us a bit more in terms of the profitability when we get there. So this road is almost done, ready to start working on some of these things. I'm happy to report that these things are done. Excellent. And this is quite close to getting done. And then we just need to get the engines up and running. Though, one thing that I'm thinking, this engine might have access, right? This engine I don't think has access. Okay, so what we'll need to do is we'll need to get another power piece over here somewhere. I think this area is pretty good, so let's quickly do that. If we do another power place, a power substation, kind of somewhere over here. We're kind of covering everything else, right? So I'm thinking that spot there is just about right. So let's do that. I don't think we'll not need water here straight away. So let's do that one. If we then say underground, we do need to make a start on the construction of it. So what I'll do is I'll just do that. That's going to be fine. We'll get the cable. We'll go the underground route here. And let's go underground to see where we're at. So we want to run through there. That seems pretty reasonable, actually. Or do we do it on this side? I think we do it on this side here, just in case we want to run something else to that one. So let's do that and get cracking on it. Let's assign some construction to it as well. Do we assign construction crews 1 to it also? Just in case that it helps, we'll do that also. So production stop there. We'll see. Okay, all good. Slowly moving on everything. Ooh, money's dropped now. See, this is why you don't just pay the loan one shot, because we've probably had a good, nice, big import of mechanical components. Electronics, not mechanical components, electronics, which has caused us to do all of this. I've got lots of workers coming out this way, probably just finishing this off. Yes, we'll finish that off. I think the extra worker buses was a good idea, because I think it's just helping us slowly get these things out of the way a little bit. We do need materials, right? But some of this stuff was stuck with the workers, right? So that section is done. Now we can go ahead and assign these. And I'm kind of hoping that ultimately that works. But so that one's in place. The other thing that we'll need to do then is we'll just need to kind of run a little something like this, so that we can actually get working here. So let's assign the road building team to that section so that we can get workers into this building. So nothing ready to go yet. We don't have power, we don't have water, we don't have sewage. And the one thing that we haven't been paying much attention to, we need some of this stuff. So where is our waste management going to look like over here? So if we were to get this one in place here, right, could we get it? I'm tempted to get it there, right? If we do this, it seems we will pick up, we'll potentially pick up all of them actually. So if we do that, for instance, I don't think we're going to pick them all up. Now, can we? No, it seems like we've got a little bit of room here, and I kind of like the idea of doing that. So if we were to, doesn't quite want to work that way, does it? So we do this kind of thing. There we go. That will pick up on this side, and presumably we can pick up the others, maybe if we build some extra stuff. So let's start construction over there, get the roads team in there to start working on all of this. So lots of stuff happening over here. Money is dropping a little bit, but I think we're recovering a reasonable amount. All of these are built. I love that we're moving on them. This is done. So let's make sure our roads crews are on this side ready to go. We do need to build both of these ASAP so we can make a start on it. It's actually going, where is it? Yeah, beautiful. So going into there. Yes. Okay, so get those roads construction crews in here to start working on it so that we can get to building this and building that. So I think that's the first step, getting all of this in place so that we can actually make a start over here. Now let's quickly have a look at what's going on with our tracks. Tracks are, oh my goodness, one little slither. Can you believe it? Went back for all of that, and now going back again. Let's get you back a little quicker. I'm cheating a little bit just so that we can move through these things a little bit quicker at the moment. Yes, that's the plan. The plan is to get this going, get this electrified, get a train running, all of those nice things. Now this area is still not done, and we're still missing. Hang on, give me some workers here, please. Give me workers assigned over here because I think we're only missing. No, we're not just missing workers. But anyway, just get more stuff assigned here so we can get that working. This section is not being built yet. Yeah, so lots of stuff not actually happening just yet. But we do have power nearby, right? Is this powered? Yes, we now have power, right? So everything here is now powered. We're just missing workers, drinking water, all these kind of things that will slowly get delivered over time. But yeah, trying to do our best here. What's going on over here? Delivering some stuff. Dude, what are you delivering? Interesting. Delivering to that? No. Just this one. Interesting. We'll have to keep an eye, see how all of that works. Money is... Are we recovering? It doesn't really look like we're recovering that well, but it's stable. It's stable enough, I think. So for the time being, let's... we're not continuing construction. All of this has been switched off, right? Yes, so all of this has been switched off, so that's fine. We could probably commence the construction over there and continue the construction of that one and continue the construction of this one. But that one can remain off. So we'll get all of this going so we can get that moving. Then